Bobby Jindal is done. That's right, Bobby Jindal. Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal has just suspended his campaign yesterday for the Republican nomination, saying that he had come to the realization that it is just not my time. Quote, never in their wildest dreams did they think their son, speaking to Fox News, Bret Baier, speaking about his parents, never in their wildest dreams did they think that their son would have the opportunity to serve as governor of Louisiana or to run for president. You also probably should have added to run for president and not even make it through the primary and not even make it past the kids' table debate. But anyway, that's just my additions to that. Now, he had some issues leading up to this. First of all, he never really gained any traction in the polls. Not at all. I mean, he barely broke, 4%? If that. He was doing terrible. Nobody liked Bobby Jindal. Nobody. He never made it past the undercard debate. Now, at least you can look at Carly Fiorina and see that, well, she started out undercard. She did so incredibly well, talking points, that she made it to the big boys table. Bobby Jindal didn't. Bobby Jindal was stuck at the kids' table and getting even more and more desperate every time. It was sad and pathetic. Not only that, but he had money problems. At the end of September, he had just $260,000 in his campaign account. Now, that's a lot to someone like me who's, frankly, poor. But when you're trying to run a national campaign for president, in our system of money in politics, $260,000 is fail. Absolute fail. And just like Rick Perry, who also ran into money problems, well, he was out. He had to bow out. He had no more campaign donations, no more contributions, no super PAC. Well, no super PAC that was really getting a lot of donations. No campaign money equals no campaign. He had to go. Why? Because nobody wanted to donate to a loser like Bobby Jindal. Hey, maybe he should have rested and tanned just a little bit more. Maybe he would have done a little better, but I doubt it. Now, Bobby Jindal is, of course, the third Republican candidate to get out of the race. Remember, you had Rick Perry earlier. Oops, he's gone. And Scott Walker, Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin. I almost said Rick Snyder of Michigan, and I don't know why. But he had also dropped out. He had been giving his walking papers by the establishment, by the donor class, saying, hey, Scott Walker, you got to go, son. You got to go. Why? It was their plan to try and take down Trump, which has failed spectacularly as of so far. Now remember, he said, look, I'm dropping out. My donors told me to drop out. They gave me my walking papers. And they said that I need to call for everyone else to drop out as well. You know who took that advice? Yet no one. Nobody. Kind of hilarious, as I said. And Rick Perry, as I had said before, he ran out of money. Why? Because of his oops moment. Back in 2012. That haunted him even to today. You couldn't recover from that. And there are just some things that a campaign can't recover from, and that is one of them. So, as for Jindal, well, he says that he will return to where he got his start. Policy, right? Bobby Jindal considers himself a policy wonk, which you didn't really see any of that because he was too busy trying to trash Donald Trump. So what he's going to do is he's going to work at America Next. Now, what's America Next? It's a self-funded think tank created by Bobby Jindal. Think tank. Well, I guess the good news here for Bobby Jindal is that he's going to have a lot of time to do a lot of thinking because, as he said, it just wasn't his time. And you know what? Not only wasn't it his time this time, it will never be his time.